What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Wildcard Sports. In today's episode, I promised you guys every 2 weeks we'd be going over the MLB Champion Blueprint. We are at the All-Star break right now, so this is a good time to see where we're at in the season, see who has the best chance of winning the championship. Last video I put out 2 weeks ago, we had 8 teams in the running that had a really solid chance at winning the World Series, winning it all. But it's dropped down to 5. And, the usual suspects are in that 5, like the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Phillies. Those were our top 3 always. They're still in there, but Dodgers have dropped a little bit. They were hitting 7 out of 7 categories. And if you're new to this, most teams, almost all teams that win championships, fill out all these categories. They're in the top 10, top 15, top 17. What you see right there. They're in that when they win the World Series. If your team is out of these categories, if you're not hitting at least 6 out of 7 of these categories, your team has a very, very, very slim chance of winning it all. And it could be obvious. Like I said before, we have the Yankees and Dodgers in there. We know that. We know they're going to be in the playoffs. We know that they could have a very high chance of winning it all. Probably the highest chance. Right now, the Dodgers are favored to win the World Series if you look at the sports books. But last video I put out, we had the Twins in the mix. We had Cleveland in the mix. Who else did we have? I think Seattle was kind of in the mix there, but they've dropped off. They need a win percentage over 543. They don't have it right now at the All-Star break. So this is going to change every 2 weeks. I'm going to put a video out every 2 weeks. But teams that are hitting 7 of 7 categories, Yankees, Phillies, and the Brewers. Dodgers were in that category. They're not anymore. They're hitting 6 out of 7 because the Dodgers are not in the top 16 in fielding. Defensive fielding. They're right at the edge there, but they could make their way in as the season goes on. But there have been champions that have won just hitting 6 out of 7 of these categories. So don't be alarmed if you're a Dodger fan or a Baltimore Oriole fan. I really like the Orioles. I was on them since the beginning of the year. And I really like the Milwaukee Brewers. They're kind of like sneakily doing great throughout this season. They're not getting all the headlines, but they're doing very well. And I think they have a very solid chance of winning the World Series. So I'm always going to put a futures bet on them. I have futures bets on all these 5 teams right now. I'm kind of just racking it up as the season goes on. Obviously, if the Brewers win it all, I'll be making a lot more money because their odds are at like plus 2,000 to win it all right now. So I really, really like them. I like the Orioles a lot. Obviously, you got the Dodgers, Yankees. I have some money on them. Pretty much if they win the World Series, I'd get my money back at that point. But these are the categories. You guys could see them on the screen. You could always pause the video whenever you would like and just check it out. If you want to leave a comment, say, hey, can you send me this chart? I'll gladly send you the chart. Maybe leave a comment, say you want it. You could hit me up on Instagram, Wildcard Sports. I could DM you the photo on Instagram. That'll be easier. Even on TikTok, I could send you this. But yeah, or just screenshot it, I guess. You could screenshot this and get the blueprint right here. But every 2 weeks, I'll be putting out a new video updating you guys, and we'll be dialed in. We'll be ready to go. We will know the World Series winner before the playoffs even start. I'm going to guarantee that. 12 teams make the playoffs, as we know, but only 5 of those teams, as of right now, have a very solid chance of winning it. Only 5. Last video was 8. This video is 5, and maybe later it'll be down to like 3 or 4. But who knows? We'll see. Astros are making a comeback in the season, like we talked about. They are hitting more categories. They should have a better second half of the year. I could see them getting their win percentage over 543. Dodgers are hitting, or sorry, not the Dodgers. The Astros are hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. So they're almost at that 6 of 7 mark. So I think they're going to get that win percentage up. I think they're pretty low on their DRS, the fielding. And I don't know if they're going to get into that category. But I think we will get the Astros in there in the next 2 to 4 weeks in the MLB blueprint. But not anytime soon. I know we're on the All-Star break, so we got some time, but if you're a futures bettor, this is a good time. I make it easy for you guys, easy to look at. The teams I put in the corner, 7 of 7. We got Yankees, Phillies, Brewers, and 6 of 7 out of these categories are the Orioles and the Dodgers. So simple as that. Just want to get on here and update you guys, and stay tuned for the video in 2 weeks. Once football season starts, I'll be, predicting every week, talking about different games, and just having a good old time during the football season. That's my favorite time of the year. But in the meantime, we are going to get some money off this championship for the MLB. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.